Welcome to Ryan Field on the campus of Northwestern University and home to the Wildcats, where the purple-clad fans are eager to get this one started. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Northwestern has the kickoff team on the field as we are about ready to start. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Purdue's offense will take the field first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. That's reeled in. It's April. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Boilermakers are rolling down the field. To the air on 1st down. On the move, he fires. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit him right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Sends it back in motion. 3rd down play from the gun. Grab near the marker. It's Averill. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like
going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
I really love that first drive by the offense. It always seemed like they were just one step ahead of the D, and a nice job there down close. When the defense knew they were going to run the football, being more physical, running it in on third down to get the touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Northwestern's offense will get the ball for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Give to the running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The margin for error is so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own colored jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference play. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
And the quarterback knew that that counter run play was going to be successful. He did a nice job counting the box before the snap. He knew he had good numbers. He knew he had good angles and blocking. So that is a green-lit play from the get-go. Hand it off, go make yards.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Boilermakers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Gideon. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. At the 35, he's open. There he goes. Touchdown, Purdue! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Gets the back moving. Wilson will throw. It's complete to the right. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Punts it out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, the DB never even backpedaled. He never even thought that receiver was running deep, and that's why he was able to put his foot in the ground, and he smothered that curl route, knocking it away.
Motion from the back. Wants to throw again. Here's a heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. Power football with the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Averill. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Catch in the middle, it's Davis. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Now they'll try the right side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Looking left. He's got it. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll try it over the left side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Wildcats have it back to the Northwestern offense headed out. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
He gets it beyond the marker, and it'll be a first down for Northwestern. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Wilson to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Northwestern will send out the punt team.
Number 17, on to punt it away.
Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Going with the ground game left. Turns it on at midfield. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play.
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Purdue!
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. handoff to the lone back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Back the ball carrier. Loses 3. Second down coming up.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Wilson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be...
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got him this time. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. And the pass interference penalty is costly. Wipe. The turnover. The Wildcats are marching down the field. Wilson to pass. The quick out. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
They showed this run in the first half, right? You saw it. They loaded up on this side, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Pull some guys, run the counter the other direction to keep the defense off balance.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Snap it to the back. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Brown has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. From the shotgun, the inside give. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pulls it in. It's Averill. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Boilermakers moving quickly to the line.
I love offensive play callers that are aggressive. Going for it on 4th down, check. In your opponent's territory, now here's an opportunity where you might be able to be aggressive again and take a shot.
And the Boilermakers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Got a little space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable.
Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
1st and goal, Purdue.
That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Wilson will throw. Buys a little time with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Rolls it in. Breaks into the open. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got it set up on the outside. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a 1st down. Northwestern making quick work on this drive. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this dude.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Give to Brown. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Across the 25, he's got room. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Trying to get it to the marker. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Boilermakers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Quarterback making checks. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Averill. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. They want that clock to run. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. There he goes. Running through contact. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Boilermakers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Barrels ahead. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Trying to punch it in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Coastal Carolina is getting dominated today. And friends, the folks in Conway deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Pulls it and fires to the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Still looking on the move. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.